Donald Trump today focused on the important things when we are probably in the precipice of getting involved in a conflict in the Middle East because Donald Trump is incompetent. He's also clearly losing his mind. There's something wrong. And these clips really do show it. They prove it.
Cryptologic.
And while he was on the White House lawn focusing on the important things like putting in a flagpole, I'm serious, he was answering questions and he randomly decided to talk about his, I'm not even going to say it, his member. I'm serious. This is who we're dealing with. And it's really unfortunate. It's sad and it's scary. Donald Trump also, for some reason, he had sexual predators on the mind. And here he is talking about Harvey Weinstein.
And I got to get these guys back to work. They're making a fortune. They're standing around making a fortune. But remember, there's somewhere in this group, there's somebody that is going to captivate some movie producer. Not Harvey Weinstein, but somebody else. Harvey's seen a better day. So it won't be Harvey, but it'll be somebody. And it'll say, that guy is perfect for a movie. And
What are we doing? What are we doing? Bringing up Harvey Weinstein. This is the president of the United States. It's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. Donald Trump also brought up Kamala Harris. He won the presidency. He won the election. And he also cannot get over the fact that 60 Minutes did an interview with her and not with him when he turned it down. It's like you broke up with me and you're still focused on me. That's kind of how it feels. He's obsessed with her.
Doing skydance and the other things. Like, what's holding that up? And like, do you see that being resolved?
I hope so. It's a good. Ellison's great. He'll do a great job with it. But so what they did is they interviewed 60 Minutes. They interviewed Kamala. Her answer was horrendous. I would say election threatening. This is the day before the election. Her answer was election threatening or so incompetent. So they took the entire answer out and they took another answer to another question and put it in. And they did that, I understand, a number of times. But
all right, well, this has been proved many times over that they did nothing wrong. And I am not going to bore you with the next minute of him complaining about an election he won. But it is a clear sign that there's something going on, that he can't let up on this, that he's focused on it. In a bit, I'm going to read you some of the signs of what are dementia. And here he is when asked about what's going on in the Middle East. He attacks a reporter for being from CNN.
The U.S. response to
who you with?
CNN.
And by the way, that noise is the sound of them installing a flagpole. So, sorry.
Fake news. Fortunately, nobody watches. Is anybody watching CNN nowadays? I haven't seen it in a long time.
But some of your supporters are wary of the U.S. getting involved in another foreign war, and some believe that we should support.
Do you ever ask a positive question at CNN? My supporters are more in love with me today, and I'm in love with them more than they were even at election time, where we had a total a landslide. We had, we won all 7 swing states. Did CNN report that? We won all 7 out of 7, which everyone said would be almost impossible.
All right. Again, he is so focused on the past, but it's also not true that his supporters are with him on this. This is actually a break from what his supporters want. Steve Bannon is against this. Marjorie Taylor Greene is against this. Tucker Carlson is against this. We talked about all these people. And then lots of people online are saying, Donald Trump, don't do this. So this is not something that his supporters are for. And people are not in love with him like they used to be. Certainly not the ones who are against going into new wars, who voted for him and said they don't want to go into new wars. Donald Trump also, as I said, was on the White House lawn and was talking about, well, you'll see. I can't believe this is what we've come to.
Have a good, they call it a lifting. They also use another word, but I'm not going to use that word. You know what that is? The word, it starts with an E. You know what the word is? If I ever used it, I'd be run out of town by you people. All right, so enjoy it. Doug, you're going to get some good. He's going to win another Nobel Prize, I think, for this picture. So maybe the flag will be even more exciting, but this is pretty exciting. That's some equipment, I'll tell you what. Look at that crane. That's some beautiful.
This is I can't even believe. I can't believe. And what's crazy is the news won't even mention this. They're not even going to mention this. The New York Times, CNN, MSNBC, none of them will even show that because they selectively edit Donald Trump to make him seem more with it than he is. You'll only find this stuff on independent media. And so if you like what we're doing here, please do hit like on this video because it's important that more people see it. Donald Trump also was asked about his approval rating, and he says it's higher than it's ever been. I have a fact check on that.
I think what she might be alluding to is the base is going to stay with you regardless. And you've gone through different tests, regardless. But some of the people in the base don't want a long-term war. They're afraid that we're going to get into a long-term war.
We're not looking for a long-term war. We're looking, I only want one thing. Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. Right. That's it. I'm not looking long-term, short-term. And I've been saying that for 20 years. I've been saying it as a civilian who got a lot of publicity. People would cover it. Very simply, Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. That's it. It's not a question of anything else. And if you did, you wouldn't have much of a country because they would use it on us and they'd use it on other people and they'd be a terror all over the world. So I may have some people that are a little bit unhappy now, but I have some people that are very happy, and I have people outside of the base that can't believe that this is happening. They're so happy. And there was a poll that just came out today that my approval rating is the highest it's ever been. All I'm doing is saying you can't have a nuclear weapon. And I tried to do it nicely, and then on day 61 I said, let's go, because we can't let that happen. And I've been saying it for 20 years. But, okay.
All right, well, a lot to take in there. One, dropping a bomb on another country is not a simple thing. And if we were to do that, there is no telling what that would then bring us into. And every other conflict we've gotten involved in has turned into a much larger conflict than we originally intended it to be. And so these things have a way of getting exponentially worse. And I just personally don't think we should be bombing other countries anyway. I don't, and regardless, this is not the way to go. Do you feel safe with Pete Hegseth leading this? Tulsi Gabbard giving him information around this and intelligence? I don't think they're making informed decisions. So I personally believe that getting involved is going to make us less safe. It'll make us less safe. He also said that he has the highest approval rating ever. Well, that's just not true. I'm sure you're shocked to hear that. He has a very high disapproval rating. This is Newsweek with an aggregate of all the polling. And a poll actually did come out today. Donald Trump wasn't wrong about that, only it has Donald Trump approval at 52%, which is higher than it was a week ago. So that's not true. Donald Trump also said that he wants to report himself as the head of the Fed, which would be able to allow him to make decisions about whether or not we raise interest rates. I'm going to save you from hearing about that because I appreciate your time and your sanity. But suffice to say, that is an insane thing to say, to just wonder if the president can make himself also in charge of our financial system. It's nuts. It's nuts. That is what's going on here. And I want to end with this because these are the signs of a dementia. Speech patterns, experts like Jennifer Mercikia has said, a professor of communication journalism, have suggested that Trump's communication patterns, such as a lack of focus and digressions, I think we just saw that, could raise concerns about cognitive decline. There's been behavioral changes. They've been pointed out to increase instances of bizarre speech and political decisions. Sounds right to me. Physical appearance. Some observers have speculated that certain physical appearances, such as a lump in his pant leg, could indicate severe dementia, although that is speculative. We don't know. We don't know because he does not release his medical reports. I wish he would, but he hasn't. But we are going to keep following this. Clearly, the only way we are going to know what's really happening is by investing and engaging with independent media, because the mainstream press is just not going to focus on the things that really matter. So let's just stay here. Let's stay informed. And thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please hit like on the video. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.